Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with the second round of the Mokuba League. Yes, viewers, we have endured all 8 of the top 16 matches. We've sat through a lot of Dragoon, and this is your reward. You're gonna see some terrible decks in Top Cut. I am joined, as always, by a new co-commentator. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is crystlabndce, or Shiggies if you prefer, and I am a Yugi-tuber, streamer, and resident Revolver swimp. Sometimes I make funny jokes on twitter.com.
Yeah, and realistically, I mean, I'll level with you. Your impact on Twitter has just been immaculate. I mean, people watching now may not know, but Yugi Twitter in like 2014 was like Team APS posting, "Good Yu-Gi-Oh morning. What's your favorite synchro monster?" I like we've come a long
I
way.
love that for them.
Yeah. No shade to APS, of course. You did what you have to. But now, thanks to your tutelage, we can all get online and shit post together.
Wonderful.
So I'm glad to announce that you actually have some important knowledge for this matchup. NESHY, our resident Crystal Beast simp, is playing Crystal Beasts, and I have no idea what the deck does, and you do know. So what does it do?
Um, I'm hoping. I heard that this is very chaotic, so I'm looking forward to see what he manages to do with the deck for sure.
Yeah, my experience with Crystal Beasts has just been like, uh, Rainbow Ruins is a crazy card and Abundance is a crazy card, but I have no idea what else it would possibly do.
Rainbow Neos is pretty good too, but I know Neshi has like really crazy Crystal Beast plays, so
Ooh, now I'm
we'll
excited.
see how it goes.
All right, so Scapegoat is leading with normal summon A-lister. I mean, we have avoided Invoked so far, but now that
Wait,
we're
for
in top
real?
8, yeah, this is actually the first A-lister I think we're seeing
Wow.
summoned. But it is, I'll just level with you, there's a lot of it coming up. I think there's 3 people who end up playing Invoked from here to the finals. So get excited for normal summon A-lister, the Invoker, and I guess we're going to see if Scapegoat is a good player who has already drawn the Invocation. And they're not. Simply separating the good invoked players from the bad ones here. Neshi even says, no invocation.
F's in chat.
All right, so Crystal Bond coming out. This is one of the craziest search spells of all time. Just unbelievably strong.
Yeah, for real. It's really nice. It like gets something to your hand and also puts it in the back row, which is super important for Crystal Beasts. And it was just reprinted last year, so super exciting.
And thank God
And
for that.
Pegasus obviously makes sense.
Crystal Bond, I think, was like a $50 card for like 2 years.
It was like so crazy.
Ugh. I've always had my eye on like max rarity Crystal Beasts because I've never owned a max rarity deck, but God, these are so pretty in their highest rarity. Except Bond costs fortune.
Yeah, and also like Ghost Rare Rainbow Dragon is probably pretty expensive too.
I'm kicking myself. 2 years ago, Ghost Rare Rainbow Neos was $5, and then everyone
Oh
figured
my
out you could
god.
summon it off of Anaconda. It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
So we've got Sapphire Pegasus setting Sapphire Pegasus, of course. We've already got the Abundant, or the Ruby Carbuncle in the back row and Chaos Space? Uh, I,
What?
I guess so. So we're going to send a Light Monster to the graveyard here, a second copy of Ruby Carbuncle. I don't even know what you would get. Okay, well, the Chaos Dragons, that makes sense. I wonder what he's going to use them for. And Lancia coming down afterwards. God, that's painful. I'm sure Scapegoat put the Lancia in to beat, like, Orchist, and now is going to beat Crystal Beasts with it. Oh, well, there it is. There's Mekk-Knights in this deck.
Is this like Chaos Dragon and Crystal Beast Mekk-Knights?
There's a lot going on. I guess Mekk-Knights are actually pretty stellar with Crystal Beasts, right? They always sit in the back row, so you'll always have zones available.
Oh, I guess that like makes sense, right?
It's certainly cute. And Purple Nightfall is a really difficult card for any deck to out. Of course, can banish itself every turn to add more Mekk-Knights to your hand. One of the most powerful individual resource engines in the game, unfortunately does not see much play because Mekk-Knights aren't very good. All right, time for a stellar, exciting, invoked turn. Let's see what it is. Yes! Second A-lister, the Invoker. And no infinite impermanence this time. We do get the Invocation. We do have lights in the graveyard already, so we don't even need to make Artemis. We're going to go for an Almirage instead. And Mekk-Knights v Mekk-Knights. Okay.
Very interesting.
This is going to get really bad really quick.
This is quite chaotic.
We're like 3 plays in, yeah. This is already a disaster. So when Blue Sky is summoned, you get to add cards from your deck to your hand equal to the number of opponent's cards in the same column as this card. So what Neshy's done is chained the effect of Purple Nightfall to tag it out of the zone, so they're only going to be able to add off of the Carbuncle, not the Mekk-Knight and the Carbuncle. I mean, I guess you do what you have to here, but it still feels pretty bad.
Yes. Yes, correct.
And down comes A-lister. Oh, gosh. All right, because we still have the Carbuncle in that zone, we'll go for our own Purple Nightfall and then fire off an Invocation. We'll do the Dark A-lister, the Invoker, and the Light Carbuncle. Boo! That is unnecessary. And out comes Mokuba. So from here, we can activate the Link effect of A-lister. I am not super familiar with it. And get another Invocation, and unfortunately, because that A-lister went to the graveyard last turn after it was infinite impermanence, we can just fire off this sucker as well. Use Invocation Engraved to put the A-lister back in hand, fire off another Invocation, go for the A-lister and the Almirage, or the Lancia. I guess we're going for double Mokuba. And this has got to be lethal.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Ugh, Indigo Eclipse, we'll summon that, we'll move it over. No, not even. We're just going to go for Verte. No! We got so far! No! How could you do this, Scapegoat? Oh, God.
Dragoon tournament is looking great, everyone.
Really, really happy. Oh, at least they drew the Red Eyes Black Dragon. We were thinking, I was like, should we ban VFD? Should we ban Dragoon? Who's going to show up and play Dragoon? And the answer was everybody.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I thought we were all playing unplayable garbage, so I played heroes with no Dragoon, but I guess in retrospect it makes sense to play like Dragoon and like rogue decks.
I think pretty much everyone who's not playing Dragoon has gotten like the comment vote. Everyone in the comments is like, thank God no Dragoon. Scapegoat, I apologize for the verbal thrashing that you're about to take. All right, well, I don't know. We didn't really get to see Crystal Beast do anything. I assume maybe we'll see an abundance. Oh, great. Okay, I just lead with the Red Eyes fusion. Yeah, fine.
Oh, that's sad. That is really unfortunate for Crystal Beasts.
What do they do in the face of Dragoon?
I mean, like, they don't do much without Dragoon. Like, I don't know how they're going to get around regular Dragoon. Like, Dragoon, it's crazy.
Oh, gosh. Okay, that's a good start. Pot of Prosperity. This is one of those cards where, like, it doesn't actually do anything, but you have to negate it because it technically is every single card in the deck. I imagine there's not a lot in the extra deck that Crystal Beast really wants. We'll go for 6. Wow, a lot of good stuff off this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rainbow Bridge is an extremely cool card. Adds a Crystal Beast spell trap, no hard once per turn, 1 line of text. It's a true GX masterpiece.
Yeah. And the search is really nice. Yeah, Crystal Bond is definitely the right play there.
All right, we'll fire off the Crystal Bond, and there's the Dragoon. Okay, so Crystal Bond notably says activate, so if NESHY has another Crystal Bond, we can just fire that off right now. It looks like we don't, but we do have a purple. Go purple into blue. We can special the blue. We'll activate the effect. Get an Indigo Eclipse. We're getting there. We're going to normal an Ash. Oh boy, have we been here before.
I love that.
And
fantastic.
What are we, making a Dragoon of our own? No. We're just clearing the zone for the Indigo Eclipse. Schmoving him over. 3 materials for Unicorn. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta summon your entire hand to make access code. Oh, geez. Well, you know, whatever gets the job done. Access code, of course, can't pop the Dragoon, but it does have more attack than the Dragoon, so I guess we can just walk over it. And The Red Eyes Dark Dragon has fallen.
Access Code Talker and Crystal Beast is probably the most wild thing I've ever seen in my life.
He had to make it by going summon 4 different Mekk-Knights. Oh, jeez. All right, well, let's hope there's no follow-up play. Harpy's Feather Duster for 1 is fine. Ooh, and Crystal Conclave!
What is this deck?
This is such a weird strategy. So
what's happening?
I guess this card is in the deck. This is another piece of legacy support. If a face-up Crystal Beast you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you get to summon one from the deck, and you could send this one from face-up to the graveyard to bounce 2 cards. It has an effect when it's sent to the graveyard? I don't think so. Yeah, Neshi saying, just kidding. And the Magical Meltdown coming down. Off the top. Ash Blossom or bust here? Nope. I don't think we can make lethal from this position. We'll go into a Mokuba. How do we even get over the access code? It's huge. Okay. And we'll go for A-lister. That now it's a 3,500 attack point monster. Going into the other A-lister. Do we have another invocation in hand? Oh, last card invocation. My gosh. Okay, so from here we can send the fusion and the A-lister in order to go into, I think the other fusion, yeah, in order to go into Aegides, and Aegides can destroy a monster. That's the only important part of this card. We'll get in for 18 and 5k if we want it. Nope, looks like we don't. So let me check to see the wording on purple. Okay, so purple doesn't actually perform a special summon when it returns. It returns. And for that reason, Aegides won't be able to destroy it. But still kind of an uphill battle here. Let's lead with another Crystal Bond. There's Pegasus. Let's see it! Okay, Pegasus. We'll use Pegasus. We'll get a Pegasus. We'll go to battle. Aegides goes to the grave. A-lister crashes. There's an invocation in grave, but other than that... Oh my god!
Oh,
oh wow! Last card, Crystal Promise! Okay, so Crystal Promise summons a Crystal Beast from the Spell and Trap card zone. That's all it does. But if you summon Ruby Carbuncle, you can special as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your Spell and Traps. And Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus is not a hard once per turn. So when it's special summoned, you can start setting up the back row once again. It's actually kind of popping off.
That's insane. Yeah.
Now we just need the abundance, right?
We love to see it.
We're 2 cards off the abundance.
Abundance is 4.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, just need 2 more.
It's 4 in Spell and Trap card zone, right?
Yeah.
It looks like we're going into a Baguska. Fine. Okay.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Well, hilariously, that does prevent the A-lister from turning into another invoked monster. On normal summon, it won't do anything. And Scapegoat just thinking here, is there anything they can do? They do get to get the A-lister back. You can't really normal it. It'll just switch to defense position and its effect won't activate. And we're going to go for it.
Yeah.
We'll just make an Artemis here. We drew an invocation! My god!
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Scapegoat is simply the best player there is, you know? Just running invocations off the top of the deck. All right, there's oh my god, what is this?
I've never seen that in my life.
Invoked Elysium. Okay, so if this card was specialed from must be fusion summoned, while this card is face up on the field, it's every type, cool. And then once per turn, you can target an invoked monster, banish it and all monsters your opponent controls with the same attribute. Now, that actually sounds pretty bad. I was really ready for this to just win the game, but that's very beatable. All right, we're going to send the Carbuncle and the Mekk-Knight to the graveyard. Oh, dang it.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, I understand it. You got to do what you got to do.
Right, exactly.
And now Verte Anaconda's effect is not going to be negated because it's not in defense position because of the way Bagooska works. And I think we are going to be summoning this guy in defense position as well, yeah. And this is kind of crusty. Like, we can switch the Bagooska to attack position and then pop the Elysium. There's no dark invoked monster in the graveyard. Oh, no, there is. There's Alistair. Uh-oh. We'll go for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon here. Targeting Elysium. Gonna activate Elysium. Chain the Dragoon. That's 3,200? Oh my gosh. And I guess Scapegoat has one turn.
It?
Figure it out, buddy. Find a way out of this game or you're dead. They're looking. And oh my god!
Oh.
Wait, is Crystal Beast gonna do it? Could NESHY take this
crazy.
set? Yo, that would be so great.
That would be so iconic.
I love that for NESHY. Really putting on a clinic on how to make this garbage deck seem playable in any capacity. Just spam the board with Carbuncle. And doing it for game 3 as well. Let's go. Oh, never mind. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, NESHY.
Yeah.
And Lightning Storm follow-up. I'm sorry. It's Sanctum, at least. And the Ash Blossom for the Sanctum.
Oh.
Wow, Scapegoat had everything. There's Blue Sky. There's Purple Nightfall. There's Ash Blossom. You gotta do what you gotta do. What? What the fuck is this?
Iron Dragon.
What?
Tiamaton? What is happening? I want to see this deck list because, like, I feel like it's just a mishmash of things, but it's like working,
NESHY,
and that's wild.
What on earth are you playing? All right, so this card can only be special summoned if there are 3 or more cards in the same column, which there are: the Pegasus, the Blue Sky, and the Invocation. And then if it's special summoned, you can pop everything in this card's column, and no one can use the zones in the same column as it. So if we pop the Ash Blossom here, Scapegoat can't go into Verte Anaconda, and we might escape Dragoon for a turn. And it looks like we will. Walking into the Tiamaton here, we'll make the Purple Nightfall in main phase 2, and then pass. Okay, here's your opening, NESHY. What do you got? Oh. That is unfortunate. Damage step? What? Okay. Oh, okay. We're setting up our own column for our own Purple Nightfall. All right, that's normal. So we'll go for Blue Sky.
That's actually really interesting to set up columns.
This is listen, I was not super sold on this idea. I thought Crystal Beast Mekk-Knight was terrible, but honestly, I'm kind of getting behind it. NESHY, you're kind of selling me on this.
Yeah, it like makes sense.
It's worked so far.
That's wild.
All right, so just like in game 1, we're going to tag out the purple in response to the Blue Sky trigger. So NESHY can get a purple and Scapegoat can get a blue, and then I imagine we're just going to make ourselves a Dragoon. Dragoon fight 2020 continues. Okay, well, I understand. And, of course, the Red Eyes Black Dragon in the hand. Okay, we've got 1 negate. We know the Blue Sky is coming. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. And now I no longer feel good about this. Oh, no. Oh. And putting it under the Verte, they're about to draw 3 cards. That is the end of the game. I'm sorry, NESHY. You came so far and you tried so hard, but at the end of the day, you lost the game the moment you made Dragoon. Oh,
But like respect with the crystal beasts though. Like for
absolutely.
real. I feel like that's such a forgotten archetype and it's like I love that. It's one of my favorite archetypes. So it's cool to see it like in action. And this deck was so cool. Like the Mekk-Knight like lining up the crystal beasts in the columns is just like genius.
It's like one of those extremely big brain things that when it pays off the single time, it's the coolest thing in the universe. But,
Yeah, for sure.
90% of your games, this is happening.
Yeah.
All right, there's Dragoon, and now it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to lethal.
Aww.
And NESHY, unfortunately, has been eliminated from the tournament. May a flight of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasuses bring thee to thy rest. Well, congratulations to Scapegoat. Obviously, a very good duelist. Happy to see that they've already burned Invoked Mekk-Knight and won't be able to use it for the rest of the tournament. And hope to see them in top 4.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Well, I believe that is just about it. Would you like to pimp out your channel before you head out?
Sure. So you can follow me on Crystal Abundance on YouTube or like any social platform or not. Like that's fine too, but I'd appreciate it. And thank you so much for having me on. I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry, I'm like kind of awkward.
No, that's fine. I mean, we're all Yu-Gi-Oh players. That's pretty much a prerequisite.
True.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
thank you all for coming by, and I will see you in the next one. Pour one out for Ruby Carbuncle.